we're back. Okay. I'm gonna finish it. I got my front kind of polished up. You can see she's kind of shiny. This took forever. It still has a little pitting down here, but you can see a reflection in it. She is pretty dang good, and we're gonna put her on the vacuum so we can reassemble some stuff here. We're gonna finish reassembling this old G4. I put my mother's polish back together. This is just great. Alright, got our gasket cleaned up because we're gonna have to put a gasket on here. And here is my gasket stuff. I'm gonna use this. I want to prop this up on something, make it a little easier. So I'm gonna use this Tupperware. Whoops. Tupperware container I use for stuff. And we're just gonna come on now. Here we go. And we gotta put that back here. We're going to carefully, I don't care if it's connecting because we don't need it to be too thick here. We just put this. Bum, 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 bum. So now I'm going to take my finger. So we're just going to carefully smooth this out. This whole thing. It's RTV. I like the RTV because it stands up to oil and gas and all kinds of stuff, and you don't ever have to re-silicone these, you know, if they do start leaking. Sometimes they can. Depends on how hard you are on them, really. But I've never had this stuff re-leak. It's one of the nice things. Although you're paying a pure premium because this little tube's like $20 freaking for in my current state where I live. Okay, we're going to take our rag here and get this off me because I don't want to get it all over our freshly polished stuff. We're going to start putting her back together. So, we got this, and we're going to slip her on like so. Line it all up. Boom. Now, we're going to get this one goes in here. And I've kind of cleaned these up. They were really rusty. They're not as rusty, but and you can see they're kind of shiny, but they're not near chrome shiny. So, but whatever. It's good enough. And we're gonna go from there. They are good enough. As good as they're gonna get, that's good enough. Now these I did get to shine a little. See? Took a wire wheel to them. Now that I got these started, I'm just going to go real quick zip with my number 2 billets. Help draw this in. There we go. Just give them a gentle ugga-dugga there. Now, it would be nice if this could sit up on its own. So, we're going to flip it back like this, and about this cleaned up here, and we're going to do something here. Did not get the screws cleaned up very well, but eh, we got everything good enough for government work, and that's what counts, right? Get the screws that go to those. I gotta figure out where my one last, whatever you call it now. 4 by, here it is. There it is. Now, these still have some rust in them, so we're gonna clean those up with a little wire wheel here. Probably be best. So there we go. I'm gonna put our wire wheel in our Dremel. We're just gonna clean it up here. I'm going to take my needle nose pliers because these are tiny, and I know if I try to hold them with my hand, I will take my finger or injure myself. So I'm just going to hold this. You can see how it's those brackets. See the rustiness in there. So we're just going to, low speed is the key. Take the rust out. There's one. That looks good. Here's two. Alright. So we've got both of these. Now, I'm going to take a little dollop of grease and put it in these right here. So, little dollop. Just a very fine coating. Not anything to write home about. Now we're going to get our axle here. And where these ride, where this rides, we're going to put a little, just a smidge of grease on here. And I got this polished up quite well. Listen to these. They just, it's been so nice. I got this all cleaned up. Looking good. Okay. So that's done. I'm going to set that there. Now for our there's our spring and our device steering. This is looking kind of icky. That's okay. We have a very good cleaner here. We have PB Blaster. PB Blaster, penetrating oil in a hole, is an excellent cleaner. This don't need polish because it's kind of like chrome plated. It's already really polished. It's nice. And this is this. It's very nice. So I've got this clean. Oh yeah. I'm gonna clean that. That. Oh yeah. Now, we got that in there, so we're going to take a little bit of the grease and just rub this slider in it just gently. Put a little bit in there, just gently. Put this spring in. Springs all. Oh yeah, just like butter. So now we got to put this back together. This little guy is gotta slide this side in, pull it on. There we go. Now we'll put our two retainers on. Wipe my hands, they're greasy. And now that I've wiped my hand, I'm gonna I'll put that one back on first, and we'll put this one on second. That should make it very nice. There we go. User experience. That looks pretty. Got a little bit of that stuff because it got a little thick on top. Smoothed out. You can just kind of wipe it. Looks like the rest of it's good. And you're not going to see this because that plate's going to overlap. You will see what I'm talking about here in just a few minutes. My plates and stuff overlapping. Got a little smudge on this. Clean it off. So, what the hell did I just drop? Got one of my little muffin wheels. Okay. So now, we're going to take this top back off. We put on last night. Because we've got to put the headlight back on. Need to get a piece of carpet for this workbench. Just be kind of better. And we're going to take these two off here. These two screws off. Oh, stay there. You're going to see why. There's the 15. I've finished tightening this all back now. Now, that's tightened down. So, this can now go. Cord's gonna wrap here. I'm gonna use the Kirby to set this on to put the screws in, and then we're gonna run the cords, route the cord. Now we're gonna pick this up, and we're gonna just tighten these. Alright. Oh, we got a little smudges there. That's okay though. Now that this will go through here, and we're gonna make this 90 and come back up through this bend, and you'll see why. You will see exactly. white. Then, see, just like that, and they pop up the top like that. Because this one rips inboard there. Get this, turn around. It's gonna wrap inboard. It's gonna plug in. Getting this on in makes it a little easier. But it's gonna plug into this power switch. There we go. It slides in like so. This is now. Come on, come back. Go on. There we go. Then this slides down. These two lock in. This is for the headlight now. This is a little brittle, this protector. We're gonna try getting this to slide up here. And we've got that. We just gotta work this. It's gotta sit in the tech drive. We got that. That is all worked in. Now, now we'll put our two big long screws. They go through the front cover and into this unit. I'm going to get these started by hand. So we're going to start all 4 screws so we run them down. Look how shiny those screws are that were protected. It's just amazing. I tried to get some of the screws back to that point, but it didn't happen. Unfortunately. But we got close. So we're going to run these down. And we're going to now we're ready to just torque these. And then I need to finish cleaning this up, but it basically will sit. You know, like this. There'll be 2 short screws that'll go in. But I gotta put the belting back on. Oh, I don't know, the fingerprints already got on there. And I've got to finish cleaning it up, which that's just a lot of elbow grease. All this is that I've been doing. Don't want to lose my brand new headlight for the Ultimate G. As I grab a piece of steel wool here. I grab the mother's mag and aluminum. Got the double lock buck here. we just finish polishing. We just go till it's shiny. That's all we do. So we just go till it's shiny, and we clean her up. And I give it a good hand, give them a good hand bath. This is all I do. This is how I do it. You can see I've been working on this. There's hundreds of hours and hand polishing these. And then I'll follow up with a little Brasso and a microfiber. But I know this is tedious, so that's why I don't film it. But I thought I'd film at least a little polishing and how I get them this smooth, how I got it. And now if I get something like this where there's like in this crevice where it's hard for me to get because I got, you know, big man hands, big man hands, then I'll go to, you know, one of these little buffing wheels, and I'll start low, and then I'll just kind of, like I need a little more, I'll just kind of work it in the with the Dremel. I just carefully and I'll work any spots it's like it's really like this, I'll work it. And I just work the edges. Keep them waxed, they won't do this. And there is unfortunately a lot on this old vacuum that's just not going to come out of some of these cover and stuff. It's just too in there. And then we wipe it, we buff it off with our towel. There we go. As you can see, it's looking a lot better. And that's what we do till we get her done. So I'm gonna cut you off here till I do get it done. Go from there. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, we're gonna get it finished up. And so it's what we're doing. We're about to bat 100 here, so this is becoming a really good restoration. I think this vacuum will be good for many
years, and can go live happy in my collection. Now I'm gonna have to put a zip tie here to re-zip tie this stuff, which fine, we'll do that. Put our cover on, and I gotta reassemble the handle and all too, so a lot of little things to do. But that's cool. It just takes time. It's time consuming to do one of these. It's not hard. There's so much metal and stuff, and like this base, you know, I had to grind down and sand it because it was all corroded, and paint it. So I took my little Dremel, I took the wire wheels, I took a big wire wheel to the outside on an angle grinder, did what I could, and then wire wheeled all the rest with the Dremel, and it took a long time, but
and then we painted it. Shot it with some good automotive paint, and that's how I ended up doing that base, actually. So, alright, we're gonna get a move on, and we'll be back, alright? Alright. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.